Here we are outside Castlebar Courthouse, where we were due in court today for a hearing in relation to an objection we made to a liquor licence being granted to, or renewed I should say, by Refugee Woods Hotel. For people that don't know, Refugee Woods Hotel for the last 2 years has been operating as a Ukrainian refugee centre where there are a couple of hundred refugees staying there. So we were asking the question, why would a refugee centre like that need an active liquor licence? This is a residential facility where you have individuals there with very complex issues, some of which would have substance abuse issues, and most of them there have nothing to do all day. So it doesn't make any sense whatsoever for the premises to have an active liquor licence. So we summoned a couple of people to be here today to give evidence, witnesses, one of which being Tom Gilligan, Director of Services from Mayo County Council across the Mall there. He turned up, as did Dorothy Lynch, the Head of Security at Refugee House, as did Wilson Bird, the General Manager of Refugee House. And the fourth and final witness that we summoned to come here was a representative from the Guards. We were looking for the superintendent or any Garda member, because basically what we wanted to ask the Guards to give evidence about was the amount of times that the Gardaí had been called to Refugee House Resort, to whether it's the IPAS Centre or the Ukrainian Refugee Centre over the past 2 years. But unfortunately the Guards didn't turn up. So when the case was called today, a representative for the Guards stood up and informed the court that Mr Kerr, myself, did serve a summons on the Guards to attend, but that they were objecting to that summons. They didn't believe for some reason that they should have to show up here today. Now, we didn't hear the extent of that reason, because during which time the barrister for Refugee House stood up and said, just informed the court that, Judge, just by the way, we're not continuing with this case. We're not looking to have their licence renewed. So there was no hearing today. Essentially, we got the win in the sense that Refugee House do not want to renew their liquor licence for the Ukrainian Refugee Centre. It's a pity though, because we had lots of questions to ask in court today, and it's probably the reason that they didn't want to go ahead with it, because we did have lots of awkward questions, and it's probably they thought it was better off just to leave it and just to go without the licence. So that's what happened today. We had a couple of other objections, the main one being, obviously, it's a refugee centre, it's not a hotel, that's the first one. But as well as that, we were objecting on the grounds, on the basis of the character of the applicant. Now, the applicant in this case is Tyrolean Limited. Tyrolean Limited is the company that owns Refugee House Resort, and its main shareholder is Cyril Duffy. Now, Cyril Duffy is originally from Bal, but doesn't even live there anymore, doesn't live in Refugee or Bal, he lives in Singapore. And Cyril Duffy is the main shareholder in Tyrolean, and he's responsible for housing hundreds, up to nearly 1,000 refugees and international protection applicants at one point out of Refugee House Resort, and then has also bought a couple of industrial retail units here in the Moneen Retail Business Park. So single-handedly, he's probably responsible for housing thousands of international protection applicants and refugees here in our town of Castlebar and surrounding areas like Refugee. So obviously we had some questions in relation, or concerns over his character, and one final issue was the issues around the unfitness of the premises to have a liquor licence. A premises, as I said, that's housing hundreds of people, very complex issues and vulnerable people, and as well as that, it's within 100 metres of a school, a primary school there. So really not the proper place for a liquor licence. As well as that, Refugee House Resort has a liquor licence, the Shamrock Bar across the road has a liquor licence. There's no reason whatsoever for there to be one there, especially with the fact that it's a refugee centre. So unfortunately, again, we didn't get to air a lot of these issues in open court, but it is a victory nonetheless, in that Refugee House, or the Refugee Woods Hotel, has not been able to renew, or has decided not to renew its liquor licence on the basis of us taking this court case today.